Hello dear students and teachers, welcome back to the video series on mathematics MCQ preparatory exam. Already we have solved paper 1, 2, 3 and 4 and you have learnt 160 questions and covering most of the important concept. Today we'll solve paper 5. In total, you'll be learning 200 questions. As you might have observed, many of the concepts and questions are repeated in the same way. You can get more questions from these 5 papers. Do work out all the questions, that is in total 200 questions, and also I'll be posting very important questions from all the units so that it will be easy for your exam. As we have only few days left for the exam, do watch the complete video and video series and also other MCQ questions which I have posted. Definitely I'll try to post important questions from all the units. Do subscribe the channel. Don't miss out any video. Download and take a OMR sheet and practice these questions and shade using blue or black ballpoint pen only. Now moving to first question, the lines representing 2x plus 3y minus 9 equals 0 and 4x plus 6y minus 8 equals 0 are. So we need to find out the ratio a1 by a2 and b1 by b2 and c1 by c2. What is a1? a1 is 2, b1 is 3, c1 is minus 9. a1 is 2, b1 is 3, c1 is minus 9, a2 is 4, b2 is 6, c2 is minus 18. Now a1 by a2 is 1 by 2, that is 2 divided by 4 is 1 by 2. In the same way b1 by b2 equals 1 by 2 and c1 by c2 is also 1 by 2. Therefore a1 by a2 equals b1 by b2 equals c1 by c2. That means the lines are coincident. Therefore the correct answer is option D, coincident lines. Now moving to question number 2, if a1x and b1y plus c1 equals 0 and a2x plus b2y plus c2 equals 0 are inconsistent pair, then the ratio of their coefficients is. If the equations are inconsistent, that means the lines are parallel. What is the condition for parallel lines? a1 by a2 equals b1 by b2 but not equal to c1 by c2. The condition for parallel lines is a1 by a2 equals b1 by b2 not equal to c1 by c2. Now moving to question number 3. One equation of a pair of consistent linear equation is 5x plus 6y plus 13 equals 0. The second equation can be. What is consistent linear equation? That means the lines are intersecting. That is unique solution. Consistent linear equation represents intersecting lines. What is the condition for intersecting lines? a1 by a2 is not equal to b1 by b2. We should try out the equation which satisfies this condition. What is a1? a1 is 5. Find out the ratio such that a1 by a2 is not equal to b1 by b2. First equation, that is option A, doesn't satisfy the condition. In the same way, option B doesn't satisfy the condition. Now 5 by 1, that is a1 by a2, in the same way 6. Therefore equation satisfies for the condition a1 by a2 is not equal to b1 by. Now question number 4. 8 tables and 12 chairs together cost rupees 48,000. Express the situation algebraically. Let the number of tables be x and number of chairs be y. 8 times x plus 12 times y equals 48,000. That is 8x plus 12y equals 48,000. Therefore, the correct answer is option B, 8x plus 12y equals 48,000. Question number 5. The common difference of the AP minus 4, minus 2, 0, 2 is. What is common difference? D equals difference of any two consecutive numbers, that is D equals A2 minus A1, D equals minus 2 minus of A1 is minus 4. Now D equals minus into minus plus, we get minus 2 plus 4, D equals minus 2 plus 4 is 2. Therefore, the common difference is 2. The correct answer is option A, 2. What is the last term of the AP A plus D, A plus 2D, A plus 3D containing m terms? The nth term, the last term of arithmetic progression is an equals A plus n minus 1 into D. We have m terms, therefore replace n by m, therefore am equals A plus m minus 1 D. Therefore the correct answer is option A plus m minus 1 D. Just replace n by m. Question number 7. The 10th term of root 2, root 8, root 18 are. Now to find out the 10th term, we need the first term A equals root 2 and the common difference D equals A2 minus A1, that is root 8 minus root 2. Students, we can write root 8 as root 4 times 2, square root of 4 is 2. Therefore, we can write root 8 as 2 root 2 minus root 2. 2 root 2 minus 1 root 2 is root 2. Therefore, D equals root 2. Now, A10 equals A plus 9 times D. What is A? A is root 2, 9 times root 2. Therefore, A10 equals root 2 plus 9 root 2, we get 10 root 2. The 10th term is 10 root 2. Now, take 10 inside the square, it becomes 100. Therefore, 100 times 2 is 200. Therefore, the correct answer is option B, 200. Question number 8. The sum of n terms of the series a, 3a, 5a and so on is. So, we know that the sum of n odd terms is n square. Now, we have a as common. I am taking a. Therefore, a times n square is a n square. The sum of odd number of terms is n square. A times n square is a n square or n square a. You can find out by using SN formula. The sum of n odd terms is n square. Therefore, multiplying by a, which is common factor in all the terms, therefore the correct answer is option C, n square a. Ninth question. The common difference of the AP for which 20th term is 10 and the 18th term is. The common difference of the AP for which 20th term is 10 more than the 18th term. Therefore, A20 equals 10 plus A18. Express the given statement in equation form, that is 20th term A20 equals 10 more than, that is 10 plus 18th term. Now what is A20? A20 equals A plus 19D, which is equal to 10 plus, what is A18? A plus 17D. Now on both LHS and RHS, A and A we cancel out. Now 19D, shift 17D to LHS, it becomes minus 17D, which is equal to 10. 19D minus 17D is 2D equals 10. D equals 10 by 2, which is equal to 5. Therefore, the correct answer is 5. The common difference is 5. Therefore, the correct answer is option C, 5. Now, question number 10. One of the roots of the quadratic equation 2x square equals 50 is, now simple equation 2x square equals 50, x square equals 50 divided by 2. X square equals 50 divided by 2. X square equals 25. X equals plus or minus root 25. Plus or minus square root of 25 is 5. Therefore, answer is plus 5 or minus 5. Therefore, the correct answer is option D, 5. Question number 11. Discriminant of the quadratic equation 3x square minus 2x plus 1 by 3 equals 0 is, discriminant delta is given by the formula b square minus 4ac. Discriminant equals b square minus 4ac. Now, substitute the value of coefficients a, b and c. What is b? b is minus 2 whole square, minus 4 times a is 3 and c is 1 divided by 3. Now 3 and 3 we cancel out. We get delta equals minus 2 whole square is 4 minus 4, which is equal to 0. Therefore, the discriminant delta equals 0. Next question. The standard form of the equation 8x equals minus 7x square plus 3 is, now shift all the RHS terms to LHS so that we can write it in the standard form. That is, minus 7x square becomes plus 7x square plus 8x as it is, plus 3 shifting to LHS, it becomes minus 3. Therefore, the standard form of the quadratic equation is 7x square plus 8x minus 3 equals 0. Now the 13th question. The value of c for which the equation ax square plus bx plus c equals 0 has roots is. Students, to check out the equation as ax square plus bx plus c, not x. Therefore, delta is b square minus 4ac. Given equal roots, that means b square minus 4ac will be equal to 0. Substitute the values. B square equals, shift minus 4ac to RHS, it becomes 4ac. Now c equals b square divided by 4a. The constant c equals b square divided by 4a. The correct answer is option B, b square by 4a. Correction in the question, ax square plus bx plus c equals 0. Question number 14. Secant a plus tan a into 1 minus sin a is equal to, now secant a can be written as 1 by cos a. In the same way, tan a ratio is sin a divided by cos a. Now 1 minus sin a as it is. Now take out the LCM, that is 1 plus sin a into 1 minus sin a can be written as 1 square minus sin square, that is a plus b into a minus b is a square minus b square. Now the denominator cos a as it is. What is 1 minus sin square a? 1 minus sin square a can be written as cos square a by using identity 1. Sin square a plus cos square a equals 1. Cos square a divided by cos a, which is equal to cos a. Therefore, the correct answer is option D, cos a. Now moving to question number 15. Sine of 90 minus theta is equal to, the complement angle of sine theta is cos theta. Therefore, the correct answer is option B, cos theta. In the same way, for tan ratio, the complement angle is cot. In the same way, for secant, it is cosecant. Cosecant of 90 minus theta is secant theta. Now moving to question number 16. If sin a equals 1 by root 2, then the magnitude of angle A is sin A equals what? 1 by root 2. Therefore, 1 by root 2 can be written as sin 45 degree. Therefore, angle A is 45 degree. Therefore, the correct answer is option D, 45 degree. Question number 17. The value of sin 60 cos 30 plus sin 30. Cos 60 is sin 60 is root 3 by 2, cos 30 is root 3 by 2, plus sin 30 is 1 by 2, cos 60 is 1 by 2. Now root 3 into root 3 is 3 divided by 2 2s are 4, plus 1 times 1 is 1, 2 times 2 is 4, therefore denominators are same. Add the numerators, 3 plus 1 is 4 by 4 is 1, therefore the correct answer is option C, 1. Question number 18. If tan theta equals 7 by 8, then the value of 1 plus sin theta, 1 minus sin theta divided by 1 plus cos theta into 1 minus cos theta. Using the formula a plus b into a minus b can be written as a square minus b square. In the same way, numerator can be written as 1 square minus sin square theta. The denominator can be written as 1 minus cos square theta. What is 1 minus sin square theta? By using identity, 1 minus sin square theta is cos square theta. In the same way, 1 minus cos square theta is sin square theta. What is cos theta by sin theta? It is cot theta. Now cos square theta by sin square theta equals cot square theta. What is cot theta? Cot theta is reciprocal of tan theta, that is 8 by 7. Therefore cot square theta equals 8 square by 7 square, which is equal to 64 by 49. Therefore the correct answer is option C, 64 divided by 49. Question number 19. From a point on the ground which is 15 meters away from the foot of the tower, the angle of elevation of the top of the tower is found to be 60 degree. Find the height of the tower. Let a tower standing on the ground which is 15 meters away from a point makes an angle 60 degree. Now we need to find out the height of the tower. So use tan ratio, tan theta equals opposite by adjacent. Now tan 60 degree equals h by 15. What is tan 60 degree? Tan 60 degree is root 3, which is equal to h by 15. H equals cos multiply 15 into root 3, we get 15 root 3, h equals 15 root 3 meters. Therefore the correct answer is option B, 15 root 3 meters. Now moving to question number 20. The coordinates of the midpoint of the line joining the points 2, 3 and 4, 7 are, by using the midpoint formula, x2 plus x1 by 2, y2 plus y1 by 2, taking x1, y1 as 2, 3 and x2, y2 as 4, 7. Therefore the midpoint formula, x2 plus x1 by 2 and y2 plus y1 by 2. What is x2 plus x1? That is 4 plus 2 is 6 by 2, 7 plus 3 is 10 by 2, 6 by 2 is 3, 10 by 2 is 5. Therefore the midpoint is 3, 5. Moving to question number 21. The distance between the point 2, 3 and 6, 6 is. So by using distance formula, d equals square root of x2 minus x1 whole square plus y2 minus y1 whole square, taking x1 y1 as 2, 3 and x2 y2 as 6, 6. Now what is x2 minus x1? x2 minus x1 is 6 minus 2 is 4 square. In the same way, y2 minus 1 is 6 minus 3, 3 square. 4 square is 16, 3 square is 9. Now 16 plus 9 is 25. Therefore square root of 25 is 5. Therefore the correct answer is 5 units. The option A is correct answer. Question number 22. The distance of the points 5, minus 2 from the x-axis is. From the x-axis, the distance is its y coordinate. Since distance cannot be negative, take it as plus 2 unit. Therefore the distance of a point from x-axis is 2 units. Since distance cannot be negative, take it as plus 2 units. The answer is option B, 2 units. Most repeated concept. Do check out similar questions. Question number 23. What is the area of triangle formed by the points 0, 0, 3, 0 and 0, 4? Now taking the points x1, y1, x2, y2 and x3, y3. Now area of triangle ABC or area of triangle equals half into, now I'll write x y minus y plus x into, the easiest way to remember the formula as I'm writing, check out. Now I'll write down 1 2 3 2 3 1 3 1 2 in cyclic order. Now substitute delta equals, now what is x1 is 0. Now this whole term will be gone because 0 times anything is 0. The same way the third term also becomes 0. Now simplify, x2 is 3, y3 is 4, minus y1 is 0. 4 minus 0 is 0. 4 times 3 is 12. 12 divided by 2 is 6. Half times 12 equals 6 square units. Therefore, the correct answer is option 6 square units. Now moving to question number 24. In the distribution more than type and less than type are intersecting at the point 15, 20, then the median, the value of median intersection of these points and extending on the x-axis gives the median value. Therefore, the correct answer is 15. The x-coordinates will be the median value. Question number 25. The class mark of 30 to 45 is, class mark equals upper limit plus lower limit divided by 2, that is 75 divided by 2. We get 75 divided by 2 will be equal to 37.5. Upper limit plus lower limit, that is 30 plus 45 divided by 2, we get 75 by 2. Therefore, the correct answer is 37.5. Now moving to question number 26. In the following below, the measures of central tendencies are, mean, median and mode. Mean, median and mode. Question number 27. In triangle ABC, AB equals 6 root 3 cm, AC equals 12 cm, BC equals 6 cm, angle B is. In case if you are finding out these kind of problems, always draw the figure ABC. What is AB? AB is 6 root 3, AC is 12 and BC is 6. Now we'll check out whether it is a right angle triangle by using Pythagoras theorem, that is the square of the longest side will be equal to square of other two sides, that is 12 square equals 6 square plus 6 root 3 square. If you simplify, 144 is equal to 144, that is it satisfies the Pythagoras theorem. Therefore, the angle B will be 90 degree. Therefore, the correct answer is option C. Question number 28. In the triangle ABC, D is parallel to BC, AD equals 1.5, BD equals 3, A equals 1. Then the value of EC is, by using the concept of Thales theorem, AD by DB equals AE by EC. The divided sides will be in same proportion, that is AD by DB equals AE by EC. What is AD? AD is 1.5, BD is 3, A is 1. Now EC equals, we need to find out EC. EC equals DB into AE by AD. What is AE? A is 1, DB is 3 and AD is 1.5. 1 times 3 is 3. 3 divided by 1.5 is 2 centimeter. Therefore, the length of EC is 2 centimeter. Now moving to question number 29. Simple and direct question. Another name for basic proportionality theorem is, Thales theorem. Question number 30. The similarity criteria used for the similarity of the given triangles are, if you check, two sides are in proportion and one angle. Two sides and one angle are equal. Therefore, the similarity criteria is SAS, that is side angle side. Question number 31. The areas of similar triangles are 144 square centimeter and 81 square centimeter respectively. If the longest side of the triangle is 36 centimeter, then the longest side of the smaller triangle is. If the longest side of largest triangle is 36, then we need to find out the longest side of the smaller triangle. We know that area of triangle ABC divided by area of triangle DF equals square of the corresponding sides. Now, area of triangle ABC divided by area of triangle DF, that is area of triangle ABC 1 bigger triangle, area of triangle 2 that is smaller triangle, which will be equal to the square of the corresponding sides. I'll take S1 as the side of the largest triangle, S2 as the side of the smaller triangle. Now S1 by S2 whole square given 144 divided by 81, which is equal to S1 by S2. Now S1 by S2 equals square root of 144 divided by 81, given S1 is 36, that is the longest side of the largest triangle is 36. We need to find out S2, that is I take as X. Now 36 by X equals 12 by 9, that is square root of 144 is 12, square root of 81 is 9, X equals 36 into 9 divided by 12. 12 ones are 12 times 3 is 36, X equals 3 times 9 is 27, therefore the correct answer is option C, 27 centimeters. Now moving to question number 32. In the given figure BC is a chord. Therefore the correct answer is option B, chord. Now question number 33. The radii of two concentric circles are 5 cm and 3 cm respectively. The length of the chord of the larger circle which touches the smaller circle is. Concentric circle means same center, different radii. Now draw two circles with same center, that is the radii of smaller circle is 3 and the radii of larger circle is 5. So we need to find out the length AB. By using the Pythagorean triplet, we can easily find out the length OB, that is from the center to B. Pythagorean triplet concept will be very useful. Now the length AB will be twice times 4. The length AB equals 2 times 4 is 8. Therefore the correct answer is option A, 8 cm. Not 4 cm. The chord AB is equal to twice 4. Therefore the correct answer is option A. Question number 34. The number of tangents drawn to a circle from an internal point is. From the internal point, no tangents can be drawn. Therefore the correct answer is option A, 0. For question number 33, the correct answer is option A, 8 cm. Twice 4 is 8. Question number 34. From the internal point P, no tangents can be drawn. Therefore, the correct answer is option A, 0. Question number 35. To draw a pair of tangents to a circle which are inclined to each other at an angle of 135 degrees, it is required to draw tangents at the endpoints of those two radii of the center. The angle between which is angle between the radii and the angle between the tangents is supplementary. Therefore, angle between the radii equals 180 minus 135 equals 45 degrees. Therefore, the correct answer is option A, 45 degrees. Question number 36. The formula to find the total surface area of cone is. The total surface area of cone is pi r into r plus L. Pi r into r plus L. Question number 36. The slant height of a frustum of cone of height 8 cm and radii 10 cm and 4 cm is. R1 equals 10 cm, R2 equals 4 cm. Therefore, slant height L equals square root of h square plus r1 minus r2 whole square. That is L equal, what is h square? H square is 64 plus 10 minus 4 is 6 square. Therefore, square root of h square is 64 plus 6 square is 36. We get 100. Therefore, L equals square root of 100 is 10 centimeter. Therefore, the slant height is option A, 10 centimeter. Question number 38. Two cubes with edges measuring A units is placed over the other. The total surface area of the solid is. If you place a cube over other, it becomes cuboid. A cube joined with another cube. Now with side A, what is the total surface of new solid? The total surface of new solid will be 10A square, because if you calculate, now the width will be equal to 2A, it becomes cuboid. If you use total surface of cuboid formula with length is A, width is 2A, height is A, we get 10A square. Now the total surface area of cube is 6A square, another cube is 6A square. The middle portion, that is the joining part, if I remove, that is 2A square, we get 10A square. 6A square plus 6A square is 12A square minus 2A square is 10A square. Question number 39. The total surface area of hemisphere with radius 7 cm is. What is TS of hemisphere is 3 pi r square. 3 times pi value is 22 by 7, radius is 7, that is 7 times 7, 7 and 7 will cancel out, 3 times 22 is 66, 66 times 7 is, we get 462 square centimeter. Therefore, the correct answer is option A, 462 square centimeter. Question number 40. Three metallic spheres of radii 3 cm, 4 cm and 5 cm are melted to form single solid sphere. Then the radii of resulting sphere is. Let the volume of spheres of radii 3, 4 and 5 cm will be V1, V2 and V3, which is equal to the total volume V. Therefore, volume of sphere 1 is 4 by 3 pi r1 cube. Volume of sphere 2 is 4 pi by 3 r2 cube, plus volume of sphere 3 is 4 by 3 pi r3 cube, which is equal to the total volume 4 by 3 pi r cube. Now 4 by 3 pi, 4 by 3 pi, 4 by 3 of LHS will cancel out with RHS. R1 cube plus R2 cube plus R3 cube equals R cube. Therefore, R cube equals R1 cube is 3 cube, that is 27, plus R2 cube is 4 cube, which is equal to 64. R3 cube is 5 cube, which is equal to 125. R cube equals 27 plus 64 plus 125. Now R cube equals, if you add, we get 216. 27 plus 64 plus 125, we get 216. Therefore, R equals cube root of 216. Cube root of 216 is 6. Therefore, the radii of resulting sphere is 6 centimeter. Students, after this video, in total you have learnt 200 questions, and also do check out my practice paper videos with KSEEB model papers. If you solve all these questions, definitely you can score A+. With that, for revision purpose, I'll be putting the videos, that is important questions videos. So do subscribe the channel, don't miss out any video. Thank you for watching the video. Do share with your friends.